Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to Elm Creek. I've taken the decision we're never going to do potatoes again, or at least not in this little playthrough, so I'm going to run down and get this equipment sold. We can use that to buy the field over just on the other side of the train tracks there, one with the soybeans in it, because it is ready to harvest. We have moved forward a day, or a season actually, or a month. Month would be the correct way. We're now into October. Just while we're parked here, you can see our fields are growing as well. Our field grass has germinated and is looking a lovely shade of green. So, like I said, we've decided to sell this and use the money for that to finance buying that field. $372,000 is the cost, so we need to find 10 grand, which we should get from this equipment. Now, obviously, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who commented on my video about my error with the rolling or misunderstanding of the rolling. Yes, I did have to roll before we planted to get rid of those rocks. I still haven't actually figured out what size they are, whether they are the small rocks or the large rocks, but irrespective, it wouldn't do anything afterwards. But also thank you for pointing out that if I had continued to roll the field, I would have received a yield bonus, 2.5% I believe, from doing it with the 2.5% if I was to do it with the grass roller, or the field roller. If we use the grass roller on the grass field now, I think we get a stage of fertilization. And if we just have a look in the menu, under the help, it actually explains quite clearly here what all the different ways to improve the yield are. And then if we do scroll down here a little bit, it does tell us that we can use the grass rollers, provide one stage of fertilization, or the field rollers would remove the stones and increase the yield by 5%. So we could have carried on and got a little bit of a bonus by using the field roller. Does beg the question, how are we going to fertilize our fields? Perhaps we look at buying one of the grass rollers, which are under here. Go and find them under grassland care. We could use this roller here, 6.3 meters wide. What's that, 4 meters wide? Yeah, we could look at using this to give us that stage of fertilization as an alternative. So lots to consider, and lots still to learn in how FS22 has changed between FS19 and how all the different factors go into it. Now, I was watching a video, I did go and have a little bit of a look. Scroft Gaming has done a fantastic video, and a couple actually, on the different methods of tillage, cultivation, etc., and what different yield bonuses you can get. He's done a fantastic spreadsheet which he shared in a video recently. I'll try and remember to link that up in the top corner there, and go and watch that if you want an idea on how to best improve your yields, because I think he has shown that very well. So we'll go ahead, we're going to get these things sold and head back over. We'll get the field purchased before the farmer who owns it at the moment comes in and decides to harvest it. And we'll go now, I think. We'll go and make a start on harvesting that. We're only going to get $11,000 back from the potato harvester. I think we paid something like $40,000 for it, so there's a bit of a loss there. And 8 grand or so there for the topper. I can't remember what we paid for that. I think it was 12, if I remember correctly. Take a quick look under potato technology. 10 grand, so we didn't lose too much on that. Obviously we didn't pay $205,000 either. So that's a good deal. Just while we're here, we'll take a quick look. And this is something I do like. Now that I've sold that, there's one that's popped up in there for sale again. Now, it's not the one we bought because obviously we didn't sell it for that price, but they're obviously keen on us doing potatoes on this map. Right, with that done, let's just take a quick look here at the map, and let's get field 57 purchased. We'll get there, hit by $372,000. There we go, that is now ours. So, head back over to the farm, we'll pick up the combine, we'll go and get the trailer hooked up here onto the tractor, and we will make a start on harvesting those soybeans. So we have sent a worker off there with the tractor and trailer. Looks like they're going to cut across the grass to get over to the road. This is fine. Won't lose anything from that. So we'll jump in the combine here. It is all ready to go, I believe. And we'll head over and make a start getting some soybeans harvested. Be nice. We'll have to check the price, whether it's worth selling them straight away or whether we'll put them into storage. Just have a look, see when the optimum price or optimum time for selling is, and make a call then. So here it is. This is our new field just purchased, field number 57. As we've said, it does have soybeans in it at the moment. Looks like the worker there, they got down here just fine as well, which is nice to see. I'm really enjoying that worker AI and being able to set them a destination to go to. They probably wouldn't hit a lamppost like that either. Probably wasn't the best spot to leave our header trailer. Right there with the lamppost behind it. Let's just see if we can get that in there. There we go. That should work. Right, we'll need to get the combine here unfolded, and then we will set to making a start on harvesting. I don't think there's any place better than just cutting in right here where we are. I will just go and move the tractor out of the way first, so we don't want that in the way of the driveway here. Just jump in here, get it spun around and against the edge of the field. Now, being soybeans and being a field we didn't plant or do anything to, I don't expect the yield to be setting any records, but and soybeans of course don't yield that high compared to some other crops, so we'll probably have quite a while before we need to offload into the trailer. Here we go, let's go. First time harvesting soybeans in FS22 as well. We've spent plenty of time harvesting them in 19, so it's good to get in here and give these a go. Everything seems to be running very smoothly. Wouldn't expect it to be happening any other way. What are we going to get? I reckon we might get 10 or 15% off a pass up and down the field. It is a very long field. We'll harvest it in this direction. It does have a bit of a curve on the end though, which will take a little bit of length out of it, but I think this is going to be the best way to harvest it. So we'll take a couple of headland passes off the end here. We'll spend a bit of time in the combine, and once we've done that we might put together a little bit of a montage as well. But I think while we're driving it for now, let's throw this onto a time lapse and we'll catch up with you once we've made a bit more progress.
Telling
We've just jumped over here into the tractor. As you can see, we have got a worker running on the combine. I think we were getting close to about 90% full. So I'm hoping they're going to get to the other end of the field here, get turned around, and we'll be able to offload them on the go, which will be very good. Now, I was taking a little bit of a look, just while we sit here and wait. I'm going to bring the menu up and have a look at the sell prices for soybeans. Remembering we're in the 1st of October, so we'll just have a check at when the price is best. So there we are, soybeans at the moment. We're sitting around the $1,600 to $1,700 price per 1,000 litres. However, we are in October. We're pretty much at the bottom of the market. Our prime time, 2 months ago. So we want to make the most we can off these. We're going to have to sit on them for quite a while. Now, I'm going to share something with you all. I had an email from one of the viewers, Shannon from Australia, who sent me some info that they had put together. Spent about 15 hours in game putting a whole lot of different bits and pieces together, which gave more information on all the different sell times, sell prices, everything like that. So they have given me a document. I'll bring it up, I'll share it in our Discord server, and I have a copy of it on Google Drive as well, so we might even share it through that. But they have looked across an entire season on Elm Creek with what the highs and lows of each product is, and what time or what price is the best to sell at, or what the average price is. But not only that, they have actually gone into looking at costs of production chains, inputs versus outputs, how much it costs or doesn't cost you if you sell the products automatically versus storing them and selling them manually. How much do you lose? What else was there? There was a selection of them, greenhouses and animals, and also the amount of crop harvested off. It was per acre, so I'm not sure exactly how that was done, whether it was calculated on a field or whether they planted the same field with the same conditions with the different crops to see what the different yields were. So a fantastic resource, so thank you very much to Shannon for sharing that with me, and for letting me share it with everyone else here to have as a bit of a guide. So that was most generous. There we are, we've got 15,000 litres or so of soybeans here in the combine. I think we may as well, we're right here, let's go and dump this into the silo here. We'll store it. We will wait until we get a decent price to be able to sell this later on and maximise our returns on our product. We'll just get pulled into here. One of the collectibles, if you haven't found them, it's the orange water trailer. And there we go, we are getting that all tipped out, last couple of percent, and all gone. I'm going to hit the top of the trailer there, so let's get swung around. In fact, we're not going to make it around there. Let's just pop over here and we'll do a turn and head back down to the field. We'll go and jump in the combine and spend some more time harvesting. We're taken back over from the worker now. Those of you who are eagle-eyed will see the distinct lack of combine tracks. I did exit the game between the end of the time lapse and getting back in here into the field, so that's why those aren't appearing. You also notice that the AI drivers don't leave any wheel marks, so you can see where we've taken over with the combine at the end of that last pass and where we've run with the grain cart, but obviously not where the workers have gone. So makes the field look a little bit different without all those tie marks, but it is another great addition to the game, is how long they last. Really nice to see those tie marks hanging out for quite a while, and just adding to the used and worked in feel that the fields get, all those tie marks around. So we're just going to crack on into here. We've got quite a bit still to go. I'm not sure if we're halfway across. In fact, if we look at the map, we should be able to tell. And looking there, we're certainly not halfway across yet. Probably maybe 2/5, maybe a third, I'm not quite sure. But we'll be pretty close to halfway because the roads do get shorter. So with that in mind, let's crack on with this. We've already hit a little bit of a time lapse, so we'll put together just a little bit more of a montage and see you all again very soon once we've, hopefully, when we've got this all finished and we have a good grasp on how many soybeans we've got off this field. Not much left here to do. We're almost full on the combine again though, so we're just going to have to get up here, hopefully to the end of the row. Not sure if we're going to make it, not 99%. Don't think we will, but we'll get to wherever we get to full. And we'll just have to pause there. There we go, 8,500 litres. And we'll head on over, grab the tractor, and then we'll be back here to finish off the last little piece. Now we do already have some in here. Put 7,000 litres in, so it wasn't quite a full hopper, but it was close to. Not a bad yield off this field, and not a bad crop off this field. Considering all we've done is buy it, we didn't have to put any inputs or any time into it, so that was that's nice to be at that point. We'll just leave that there unloading, able to hop around, hop back up into the combine and knock out this last little part of the field. Now just rolling up here to the end of this row, that will be the field done. There is a couple of little pieces that we missed that I'll just race and go and get, and we'll go and get unloaded into the back of the trailer. There we go, 1,364 litres here. Not sure how much space there is in the trailer. Hopefully there's enough to put it all in here. See in just a second. Yes, indeed there was. That's good. Right, we'll go over and get the header put off the front of the combine, put it onto the trailer, and then we'll come back and get the tractor here and go and get this all put into storage. Now, just before we do leave, I was looking at this piece of land here, and as is my MO, when I get a new field like this, I often plough it and take an extra pass around the headlands and around the edges, because I find it actually increase the productivity of the productive area that we own. I might as well make the most of it, because that bit of land is redundant otherwise. But if I just bring up the map and take a look, you can see our blue runs all the way out. It's a big cursor, all the way out there to the road, and pretty much back along, I'm assuming, the line of the trees, and even up here at the other end, pretty much all the way to the to that driveway. So we might go and look about actually increasing this field quite substantially when we get it ploughed. Won't be today, but will be something we'll have to do in the not too distant future. I was looking at what we're going to do with this field. I don't think we're going to be able to have time to get it prepared for planting before it's too late to plant wheat and barley, so we might just have to skip through winter, leave it like this, or leave it, at least get it prepared, and then come spring get a crop into it then. But we'll give that some further thought. I'll just get this all packed up and everything back down to the yard. I think it's only appropriate that we give the combine a little bit of a clean off. It has got particularly filthy in that field, as has the header. The header's probably even worse than the main combine. Compare the nice green there of the header trailer. Hasn't done anything other than go back and forth. Everything's looking pretty filthy. We'll get this cleaned off. I do really like the new wear textures. You can see the paint there on the row dividers and on the auger and everything, where they have started to wear. So those high use areas, high traffic areas, they have certainly looking like they probably would after a hard bit of work in a few fields. We'll get the combine washed off here, and we'll be back up to get the tractor. Just short of 17,000 litres here in the trailer. So it'll be interesting once we've been up and dumped this into the storage, be able to have a look and see exactly how much soybeans we got off that. And now again, we will be holding on to these, waiting for the price to be a little bit better in the new year, and hopefully a little bit more money off them than what we would if we sold them now. Driven in here again, the trigger, and that all dumped out. So we'll get it unloaded and then we'll take a look at our total amount in storage. Alright, there we go, everything is empty. So pop over here to the prices screen and have a look. 31,513 litres of soybeans. Again, we're in October, we're at a low point in the price. But even on current prices, there's about $45,000, $50,000 worth of soybeans at $1,700. So we can get that price up around, I'm not sure where it might go, 2,500 maybe? 3,000? Are we dreaming? Who knows? We'll certainly be waiting though, because at 3,000 per 1,000 litres, be almost at $100,000 off that field, which is a good way towards paying for it. Alright, we've got the trailer put away there in the shed. Tractor's parked up, combine's looking nice and clean, and we'll sit there until we need it next time. Now, just pop over here and take a look at our greenhouses, lettuces. Got 4 pallets there. What's on each of those? 200 kilos, 100 litres, which, yes, we can pick those up manually, which is nice. And over this side, got 2, 4, 6, 8 pallets of tomatoes, and then I think still producing. Yeah, there's almost 1,000 litres in storage as well, so another 9 pallets. Now this is probably why lettuces would be nice, because they're a bigger volume pallet, so you don't have to handle them as much. 1,885 litres of water left in that one, and about the same in this one too. So we'll carry on with our experiment. We'll let them run right down, see how much crop we get out, or how much product we get out of each one, and then once we've done that, we'll go and sell it, see if there is a noticeable difference between either. And then finally over here we've still got our silage bales, 97% fermented. So I think I'll just accelerate time here just a little bit and see if we can get these delivered this afternoon before the end of the day, and how much money we might make off these bales. There we go, that just ticked over to become silage. They're all going to show up, are they? Yep, all showing up as silage. That one there's still saying it's fermenting. Must be one of the later ones we baled. There's a couple there on the back. But what we'll do is we'll go hook the trailer up, hook the tractor up. We'll just leave time running a little bit faster just to make sure that those ones get fermented. We'll go and grab the tractor and run these over to one of the sell points. And we've got the tractor, and those are now all silage. So we'll pop that time back down to 3 times and head on over. Now we've put the grab on the front, we've put the front loader on the front just in case we need to offload them. We'll put them into the sell point. But I'm not actually sure where we need to go. Let's just take a quick look at our options. We've got 2 choices here for silage, the biogas plant or the animal dealer. Now I think the biogas plant has got the better price and is the closest to the 2. Let's tag that. Take a look here on the map. I thought it was up here. It's the biogas plant just up the road, so not too far to go at all. So we'll jump in, we'll go for a drive and go and see if we can get these all sold. I think this is our biogas plant up here in this little driveway. Now if I'm not mistaken, I believe we can just drive up to these digesters up here, and bales will hopefully get taken off the trailer. I'm not sure if they will or whether we'll have to unload them. There we go. No, we didn't have to unload them at all. Just going. And once it's set on top, here we go. $31,000 all up. That's not a bad profit, and I think probably justifies our decision to run some silage, or plant the grass at least, to make some silage between the crop rotations. We can make that sort of money. It's going to be a good gig. Now, it's a nicely set up biogas plant actually. If you were making silage, you could throw it in the bunkers there, a couple of conveyor belts, and you'd have it in the digesters. So if you're going to consider doing that, probably not a bad option. Nice bit of storage there too if you wanted to keep some equipment up in here. One of the better sheds on the map. Right, head back down to the yard and we'll wrap things up. Back here now, I think we'll take the trailer over and park it over here in front of the greenhouses. That's where we're going to need it next. I'm not sure, can we probably navigate the corner here? Pretty long trailer. We're better going straight through our yard and coming out the back way. Head around here, we'll be able to drive in front of the greenhouses, and we'll be all ready to load the produce up, because I expect once we've slept through the night that they will pretty much be ready to go. So next time we will be checking out our profits and how much we can make off these different greenhouse elements. Let's leave that there. I'll need to go and get the pallet forks on it at some point, but there we go. Selling tomatoes and lettuces next time around. But that was another great episode. Good to get that field harvested and have that soybeans sitting there in the storage ready to sell. We've actually got quite a lot of crop sitting there, so once the prices come good, we'll be able to get rid of that very, very quickly. But I hope you have all enjoyed that episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you also to everyone for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it, and look forward to bringing you plenty more content the coming weeks and months, so stick with us. That's all from me. I will catch you in the next one.